Hello Chocs and Chockets, and in between Roberto here for another video review. This time with the Maryland Cookies Hazelnutter. Yeah, mine all mine it says. I do quite like the name of this, Hazelnutter. I do quite often call people nutters and stuff, so yeah, it does make me laugh. So yeah, very interesting. There's quite a few. Did like a sort of semi new range of stuff like the Jaffinator and things like this, and I think there's a mint version of that or similar. Not well, yeah, that was an orange one, but they had a mint one in the range, and then they sort of rebranded them with another orange one. Say rebranded, they changed it slightly. It wasn't quite the same biscuit. Same with the mint one as well. Again, just slightly different again. And then they've got. I don't think they did another one with hazelnuts, but they've done this one as well as part of that sort of new revamped range. Yeah, looks very interesting. I quite like the look of this one. Yeah. Very nice. So Maryland cookies generally a hard cookie. I used to do soft cookies. I think it was talking to AB in the comments, I think, or in the chat at one point, saying you should do a bit of a soft cookie, and I think that's would definitely suit them better. You know, yeah. So yeah, interesting one. So I don't know why they, just I say suit them better. Just would be nicer, really. I think. Very interesting one all the same. Still seems to be one of their typical cookies. This, but with hazelnuts as well as sort of chocolate pieces in it as well. So yeah, so cookie in UK, if you're not a non-UK resident, basically. Yeah, so I think in the US they call all biscuits cookies, and what they refer to as biscuits are scones, I think, or scones if you pronounce it that way. Whereas in the UK, so the biscuits are general sort of just all types of cookie really, but a cookie itself is this kind of biscuits. Where it's like got chocolate chips in and stuff like that, and there's lots of you can get soft ones as well, which I really quite like, and I kind of feel that's where Maryland should be really. I kind of feel like the harder ones are just not, they're just a bit too typical. I just would wish they were a bit softer. Yeah, so what else have we got on here of interest? Anything what's it say in the description? Anything nice? Anything special? It says cookies containing chocolate chips and hazelnuts. Okay, so not a big fan of hazelnuts generally, but this obviously will be chopped hazelnuts, so it might be okay. Yeah, and calories I've got them there. Yeah, per 100 grams, 489 calories, 24.2 grams of fat, 11 of which are saturates. So for chocolate bars are generally 500 to 550, so this is below that, 489, but obviously it is a biscuit, or biscuits. And then per 2 biscuits, it actually says biscuit there as well, not cookie, which is good further proof. Although, as I say, this is a kind of biscuit or cookie, but still technically a biscuit in the UK. 103 calories, 5.1 grams of fat, 2.3 which are saturates. So quite high for a very small biscuit, not a large biscuit at all, or cookie. Don't recycle, it says. I think that means this wrapper, as I always say, not generally. I don't think that's general advice. Suitable for vegetarians, 200 grams for the whole pack. And anything else? You used to have a secret message under here. There we go. Yes, you'd be nuts not to eat me right now. It says. There's always like a secret message under there. Someone saying like a secret message to their mum. I think it was one point. Don't tell the boss I've wrote a secret message or something like that. Something like that. So they don't know. Hi mum or something. Or hi mum, don't tell the boss I've wrote this message. It's quite nice to do these little things. Yeah. Anything else in there? Let's see what the ingredients say. Any palm oil? Anything? Palm fats? Yeah, there is. It's a sustainable palm fat, but I would always be wary of just what that means, because sustainable means different things to different people. The fact is it could still be being grown in some way it shouldn't be, or it could be basically offset with a non-native tree or whatever, or plants or whatever it is. So I'd always be wary of that. But yeah, all right. Well, I think we should get into it. Give them an open. So let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, let's give these Maryland cookies Hazelnutters an open. Mine or mine. Yeah, let's do it. It's a bit, let's say, not quite as yellow as this normally. I think it's made stuff a bit brighter because of the glare stuff. It's going a bit more. Yeah, that's probably a bit more like it. There we go. That's really the proper colours for it there. See, it just darkened everything a bit. Okay, let's give this an open. As I say, so I've done about 790 reviews, something like that, 10 recordings. Yeah, so if you like this video, yeah, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Yeah, I'll put a link to a playlist of all my other reviews in the top right hand corner as you look. So if you like this video, like this review, after you watched it, go check those out if you like those as well. Okay, so quite a nice cookie to say. So how much are these? So there's 5 there, 5, 10, 15. So yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 19 I get here. So it's probably about right. Okay. Smell very nice, a lovely smell. Look, they look very crammed full of stuff, don't they? Look, you can see some, well, on this side a bit more than the other side, but yeah, looks to be crammed full of stuff. Look very nice, very uniform size, but quite a small cookie or biscuit, definitely. Let's give them a measure then. I'll say they're roughly uniform, but we'll, you know, not fully round. The diameter of this one is about 4.8, 4.9, yeah, about 4.86, 4.9 centimeters. The thickness of it, let's say it's a bit domed. It's about a millimeter, about a centimeter tall. Yeah, but it depends on, you know, not quite as high on the edge, 8.5 millimeters on the edge of it. Yes, there we go. So as it can depend. I mean, it's not a perfect circle, so you know, let's see what's it now when I do that one. 4.6 centimeters. It's more and more. It's about 5 at one point, isn't it? But this time it's 4.6. So it just depends on where you do it, really. But yeah, I guess between 4.6 and 5, I guess. But yeah, look very interesting. Let's give it a bit of a snap. Oop, another drop. Yes, you see the chopped hazelnuts as well. So plenty of chocolate chips and hazelnuts. Yeah, I think you get what you expect, really. But does it taste nice? Let's find out. Let's give it a taste. Hello, I'm going to give these Maryland cookies hazelnutters, or how you would describe them. Not sure. Hazelnutters, or I don't know, whatever. Maryland cookies, anyway. Hazelnutters. Mine or mine, a taste. Yeah, so I've got well, yeah, got one. Half of one I prepared earlier. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Not bad, you know. Not bad. I think quite dry. You know, you can definitely taste the hazelnut there as well. I would say in the bit I just had, it was more hazelnutty than, which I guess you'd want in a hazelnutter biscuit, than chocolate chip. But let's give the other half a go. It's definitely a sort of dominating taste of hazelnut for sure. I must say, it's definitely what would you say? An undercurrent, maybe? I'm not sure. Like an underlying. There we go. An underlying taste of hazelnut, just whenever you have it. You know, really, it's as if the biscuit itself has some kind of hazelnut flavouring to it, or just ground hazelnuts or something. But there are a lot of hazelnuts in it, so it could just be that, which might make sense. Definitely one for hazelnut fans, because as I say, it's just an underlying taste. It's not like you only get it when you touch the chopped hazelnuts. You know, well, you know, from what I can tell anyway. It seems to just always taste of hazelnuts. Hard one to say. I just tried a bit of the biscuit then, but yeah, it's as if it just feels as if there is always hazelnut an always hazelnut taste to it. Yeah. Not bad, you know. So this one seems to have loads of chocolate chips in, so I'll just give this one a taste, see if it's more chocolate chippy like in this one, or it's still hazelnutty. Yeah. The chocolate chips are okay. Not really that dominating of a taste, you know what I mean? They're there and they give you a bit of a texture change, but as for taste, you can't really taste them that well. Yeah, interesting. Not bad, you know. What's having the chocolate's been underwhelming. It's mainly, as I say, hazelnut taste, and I think that makes sense for something called hazelnut. I don't think you can really hold it against it. But yeah, the chocolate chips are perhaps not quite the main event, but I think that's, as I say, acceptable for what it's, you know, for the fact it's called hazelnutter. But you just would think, you know, from the look of it, you just would think from the look of it there would be more of a chocolate chip taste. But let's dip in this cup of coffee. So it's very rare that you'd find a biscuit that's improved by dunkage in a hot drink. It does basically disintegrate the biscuit a lot quicker. Yeah, when you bite it when it's been dunked in hot drink, as you can imagine. So all the chocolate sort of chips all sort of come forth, really, I think you'd say, and I see melt a lot quicker. So it is nice, actually. It is nice. So you get more of get less of a hazelnut taste, more of a chocolate chip taste when you dunk it, which for me is better. I'm not a big fan of hazelnuts, but there we go. But it's not too bad a biscuit actually. As I say, I think it does what it says. I mean, it's not too. It's perhaps would be better for me if it was a bit more chocolate orientated. I mean, what's it say? Cookies containing chocolate chips and hazelnuts. So, let's see what the percentage is. Doesn't seem to. Chocolate chips 12%. Hazelnuts 4%. Got to throw the biscuits out. See if I can show you that. You can see there. So it says hazelnuts in bold there, but you can see chocolate chips. You can see there chocolate. And it says chips over the other end. Right there. 12%. And hazelnuts in bold 4% there. So yeah, so suggests there's a lot more, 3 times as more chocolate chips than hazelnuts. But I would definitely say that you can taste hazelnuts a lot more than the chocolate chips. And I think you could see by looking at it as well that seems to be a lot more chocolate chips as well. But excuse the chocolate chips gone on my finger there, melted away a bit. Yeah. So you can see definitely that there is a lot more. Does look to be a lot more chocolate chips than hazelnuts, but but as I say, the hazelnuts are more of a predominant taste really. So yeah, so it's okay. I think it's pretty much does what you'd expect, and I think if you're a fan of hazelnuts, and by the fact that it's called Hazelnutter, I think those are the people who should be buying this really. I think you wouldn't be disappointed for the hazelnuts to be the more dominant taste, even though as I say there's 3 times as much chocolate chips in there. I think the hazelnut taste, as I say, does come through, and it's as if it's been sort of, I say, this sort of like very fine hazelnut sort of blended in with the biscuit, the cookie dough as well, or whatever you'd say, or it does feel like it's ingrained in it. So I think it's okay. It's not my favourite biscuit. I think it's it's better than average. I assume you can't really taste the chocolate chips, as I say, but for hazelnut fans, I think would like it. But it's not massively hazelnutty. I think if it's called Hazelnutter, you might be expecting more hazelnuts maybe. So from that reason, having said all what I did a minute ago about the fact that the hazelnut is the dominant taste, you might be disappointed there's not more of them, and it isn't like the opposite way around where it's a sort of was it 3-to-1 or 4-to-1, whatever it is. 3-to-1, I think, ratio of hazelnuts to chocolate rather than the other way around. So yeah, so I think you might be disappointed from that point of view. I think it's an okay biscuit. I don't think it's my favourite Maryland biscuit. Marylands are sort of hit and miss anyway. I don't think they're kind of that great a biscuit really, or a cookie. I think definitely they'd be better if they were softer. I mean, that would definitely be improved. And as I think I was talking to AB about that in the comments or in one of the chats at some point, and I think definitely that's the right call really. So I mean, okay. I think if you like hazelnuts, you might put this up to a 4 maybe, but even then I think you might still be expecting more from it, more hazelnuts. But if you're a casual hazelnut person, this is probably for you really, because you just quite like the taste but are not that bothered either way about the amount in there. But for the fact it's called Hazelnutter, you might be expecting more hazelnuts. Mind you, having said all that, on the front of it, it does show you what it is, but I think it does suggest that there is more hazelnuts than there actually is, because they're just not. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really know. Hard to say. It's actually the same cookie twice then. Yeah. But I don't know. But there's basically definitely more chocolate chips, but the hazelnut does taste more prominent than chocolate chips. So it swings and roundabouts. But I still think you might be expecting more hazelnuts. But as I say, the hazelnut is the dominant taste, and so again, swings and roundabouts. But So maybe for me, it's a 3.5 out of 5. It's not quite a 4. If you're a massive hazelnut fan, you might say it's a 4. Maybe, but as I say, you might be disappointed in the same, by the same token. So I'm not sure, because of the fact that there's just not as much hazelnuts, or not as many hazelnuts, or not as prominent hazelnut taste as you might be expecting. But as I say, it is the dominant taste. But that's mainly because, as I say, the chocolate chips are just so weak you can't really taste them. So, well, you can taste them, but they're not very much. They're just there. You need to dunk them in a coffee really, or a hot drink to really bring out the chocolate chips, I think. So 3.5 out of 5. Not too bad though. I don't mind them. I quite like them, but they're not that exciting. I think I'd still much prefer to have many other biscuits out there. Hobnobs, digestives, chocolate ones that is, and maybe even regular hobnobs actually. Many other things. Oreo coateds, dark chocolate gingers. Just a lot more exciting ones out there than these. But they're higher in calories and stuff like that. I think for the dark chocolate gingers and Oreo coateds and stuff. The regular hobnobs and chocolate hobnobs I think are probably a bit less calories actually, and I think a bit more substantial. So yeah, those would be my recommendations for sure. That's my recommendations for biscuits anyway. Chocolate hobnobs always, all day, every day. Chocolate hobnobs. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program as well. Great way to support the channel. Truly is. But Discord server is available as well. Both links for the member program and the Discord server in the description. Leave a comment on free. It's always great to hear from you. Truly is. I really enjoy reading your comments, and I always do reply, assuming it's appropriate. Not said something crazy or anything like that. But yeah, as I say, leave a comment on free. Always love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.